Hello guys, and welcome to today's video where I'm doing the Edexcel GCSE Mathematics Linear Algebra Solving Equations worksheet booklet. Okay, and it's appropriate for foundation and higher tier for OCR, AQA, Edexcel, WJC, IGCSE, should be so IGCSE and CIE. Okay, and it's also appropriate for bridging the gap for A-level maths from GCSE to A-level maths. Okay, and this is the PDF document. Okay, that I'm referring to. Okay, right guys, this video was recorded on Thursday the 2nd of September 2021. Okay, and the main message today guys is as ever, feel free to pause it at any time during the video, try the questions and then press play if you're feeling happy and confident. Okay, and drop me a comment if you've got any questions or any queries about this video. Okay, if you found the video useful at the end, press that red subscribe button. Okay, drop the video a like and also click that bell icon so turn on post notifications so you guys don't miss out on my further and regular uploads for GCSE and Key Stage 3 and A-level maths. Okay, right guys, let's just get straight into it. Okay, so that's just a like little notes from the PDF section. Okay, so it's from the old spec, okay, for GCSE, okay, maths, for the Edexcel spec, okay, but it's still appropriate for the new spec as well. Okay, so feel free to pause it and read this section if you're not sure about anything. Right guys, question number 1a, solve 2y equals 8. Well, 2y means 2 times y, so the opposite of times by 2 is dividing both sides by 2. So dividing both sides by 2, I get that 2y over 2 is just y. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So the answer is y is equal to 4. Part B, solve t minus 4 is 7. Well, adding 4 to both sides to balance the equation. Okay, and we are adding 4 because we are doing the inverse operation. So we are doing the opposite operation. So the opposite of minusing 4 is to add 4. So 7 add 4 is 11. Part C, solve x over 4 equals 3. Well, that fraction means divide by 4. So the opposite of divide by 4 is to times by 4 on both sides. Okay, so times by 4 on both sides. I get that x equals 3 times 4, which is 12. So x equals 12 for this one, guys. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense so far. Question 2a, solve y over 3 equals 6, or timesing both sides by 3. Okay, I'm going to get that y is equal to 6 times 3, which is 18. Okay, so timesing both sides by 3. Okay, so doing the inverse operation. So anytime we are solving equations or even rearranging formulae or formulas, we will do the inverse operation. Okay, 7y equals 54. Dividing both sides by 7, okay, I get that y is equal to 54 over 7. Okay, so we can leave our answer as just that. Okay, so we will leave our answer as a improper fraction. Okay, you also can express it as a mixed number, but I'm going to leave my answer as an improper fraction. Okay, part C, solve 2t subtract 5 is 9. Well, this is what I call a two-step equation. So I'm going to add 5 to both sides first of all. Okay, so adding 5, I get that 2t is equal to 14. Dividing both sides by 2 because 2t means 2 times t. So dividing both sides by 2, I get that t is equal to 7. 14 divided by 2 is 7, guys. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense so far. Okay, question number 3. Solve part A. Solve 4w is equal to 20. Well, 4w means 4 times w, so dividing both sides by 4. Okay, I'm going to get that w is equal to 20 divided by 4, which is 5. So w equals 5 for question 3a. For part B, solve x minus 6 is 3. Well, the opposite of subtracting 6 is to add 6 to both sides. So 3 add 6 is equal to 9. So x equals 9 is my solution for part B. For part C, guys, solve y over 3 equals 7. Well, I'm going to times by 3 on both sides because we are dividing by 3. So y is going to equal to 7 times 3, which is 21. Question number 4a, solve 3x equals 12 while dividing both sides by 3. Okay, 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4. Okay, so x equals 4 for that one, guys. For part B, solve y minus 7 equals 5 while adding 7 to both sides. Okay, 5 plus 7 is 12, so y equals 12. Okay, and a little trick, guys, is that you can always check your answer by subbing it in. So 12 minus 7 equals 5, so that is correct, yes. For part C, 2t plus 8 is equal to 3, well, minus 8 on both sides. Okay, 2t is equal to negative 5. Okay, so 3 minus 8 is negative 5. Dividing both sides by 2, I get that t is equal to minus 5 halves, or minus 2.5, or minus 2.5. So they will accept either one as those answers. Okay, oops, it should be a 2, that should be. Let's just rub that out there. Okay, it should be a 2 there. Okay, part D, solve 2y divided by 5 is equal to 4. Well, timesing both sides by 5, I'm going to get that 2y is equal to 20. 2y means 2 times y, so dividing both sides by 2, I'm going to get that y is equal to 10. Okay, so y equals 10. Okay, and then here I've divided both sides by 2. Sorry, so I forgot to put that there. Sorry. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense so far. For question number 5a, so we've got solve 6g is equal to 18, dividing both sides by 6. Okay, because 6g means 6 times g, so the opposite of times by 6 is to divide by 6. So g is equal to 3. Okay, part B, y plus 5 equals 12. While subtracting 5 on both sides, I'm going to get y is equal to 7. For part C, what x over 4 is equal to 3. Well, timesing both sides by 4, I'm going to get that x is equal to 3 times 4, which is 12. Okay, so timesing both sides by 4. So timesing this by 4, timesing this by 4. Okay, part D, solve 5h plus 7 is 17. So subtract 7, subtract 7. So we're going to get 5h is equal to 10. Dividing both sides by 5 gives us h is equal to 2. So 5h equals 10. Dividing both sides by 5, I get that h is equal to 2. So it should be a 2 there. Question number 6a. Solve b subtract 7 is 12 while adding 7 to both sides. Okay, I'm going to get that b is equal to 12 plus 7, which is 19. Okay, part B, solve 5e is equal to 40. Dividing both sides by 5, I get that e is equal to 8. Okay, so dividing both sides by 5 on left hand side and the right hand side. Okay, to always balance it. Part C, 4m plus 6 is 15. Subtract 6 on both sides. 4m is equal to 9. M is equal to 9 quarters. Or 2 1/4 or 2.25. Okay, either way is going to be fine. Okay, so that is dividing by 4. Okay, part D, 5w subtract 6 equal to 10. Adding 6 to both sides, I get 5w is 16. Dividing by 5 on both sides, I get the answer is 16 fifths. Or 3 1/5 or 3.2. Okay, so answers can be a whole number, a fraction, or a negative. Okay, so get you used to that, guys. Okay, for some of your answers. Okay, question number 7. Solve 4x plus 1 is equal to 9. Subtract 1 on both sides, I get 4x is equal to 8. Dividing both sides by 4, I get that x is equal to 2. Part B, 2x minus 5 is equal to 4. Adding 5 to both sides, 2x is equal to 9. Dividing both sides by 2, I get that x is equal to 9 halves. Okay, part C, solve 2y, subtract 1 is equal to 12, add 1 to both sides, so 2y is equal to 13, divide both sides by 2, y is equal to 13 halves, or 13 over 2, or 6 over 6 and a half, or 6.5, sorry, so 6 and a half or 6.5. Question number 8. Solve 4x plus 1 is equal to 18. Subtract 1 on both sides. I'm going to get 4x is equal to 18. Divide both sides by 4. We get that x is equal to 18 over 4, which simplifies to 9 halves. Oops, should be a 9 there. Sorry guys about my handwriting. Okay, hopefully you are able to read it so far. Part B, solve 4x plus 3 is equal to 19. Subtract 3 on both sides. 4x is equal to 16. 19 take away 3 is 16. Dividing both sides by 4, I get that x is equal to 4. And for part C, 2q plus 7 equals 1. Subtracting 7 on both sides, I get that 2q is equal to 1 minus 7, which is minus 6. Dividing both sides by 2, minus 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. Okay, a positive divided by a negative gives me a negative as an answer. So a negative divided by a positive gives me a negative as my answer. Okay. Question number 6a, 9a, sorry. X plus x equals 15. Well, that means that 3x equals 15. Dividing both sides by 3, I get that x is equal to 5. And we can check our answer. 5 plus 5 plus 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. Add 5 is 15. So that's correct. Part B, 6x minus 7 is 38. Add 7 to both sides. 6x is equal to 45. X is equal to 45 over 6, which can be simplified by dividing top and bottom by 3. So I get that x is equal to 15 halves. Okay, part C, 7x plus 18 is equal to 74. Subtracting 18 on both sides, so 7x is going to equal 74 minus 18. Okay, so working this out here, 4 take away 8 I can't do, so I've got to borrow. So that's a 6. So 14 take away 8 is 6. 6 take away 1 is 5. 7x equals 56. Dividing both sides by 7 gives me that x is equal to 8. Okay, 8 times 7 is 56, guys. Question number 10a, solve 2y plus 3 is equal to 8. Subtract 3 on both sides. I get 2y is equal to 5. Dividing both sides by 2, I get that y is 5 halves, or 5 over 2, or 2.5, or 2.5. For part B, solve this equation here. So expanding the bracket, so I'm going to get 5t subtract 15 is equal to 25. Add 15 to both sides, so I get 5t is equal to 40. That means that t has to equal 8. Okay, so dividing both sides by 5, 14 divided by 5 is 8. For part C, guys, 4 brackets 5y minus 2 is 48. Expanding the bracket, I'm going to get 20y subtract 8 is equal to 48. Add 8 to both sides, I get 20y is equal to 56. Dividing both sides by 20 means that I get 56 out of 20, which can simplify to 28 out of 10, okay, which can simplify further to 14 over 5. So dividing that by 2, and then dividing it by 2 again, I get that 14 over 5. So the answer is 14 fifths, okay, or equivalent. Okay. Okay, guys. Question number 11. So solve 13x plus 1 equals 11x plus 9. So I'm going to bring the 11x over to this side. So subtract 11x on both sides. I get 2x plus 1 is equal to positive 9. Subtracting 1 on both sides, I get that 2x is equal to 8. Dividing both sides by 2 gives me that x is equal to 4. So x equals 4 is my answer for that question, guys. Question number 12, guys. Solve this equation here. So I'm going to bring the 3t over to the left-hand side. So I get all my t's on one side. I get 2t subtract 4 is equal to 6. Because 5t subtract 3t is 4t. Adding 4 to both sides, I get that 2t is equal to 10. Dividing both sides by 2 gives me that t is equal to 5. Question number 13, guys. 4y plus 3 equals 22y plus 8. Bringing the 2y over, I get 2y plus 3 is equal to 8. Okay, rearrange this, so subtract 3 on both sides, and then divide by 2. Okay, I get that 2y is equal to 5. Y is equal to 5 halves. Okay, question 14, guys. 5y plus 1 is equal to 3y plus 13. Subtract 3y on both sides. I get 2y plus 1 is equal to 13. Subtract 1 on both sides. I get 2y is equal to 12. Dividing both sides by 2, I get y is equal to 6. Question 15, guys. Solve 3y plus 10 equals 5y plus 3. Okay, this time I'm going to bring the 3y over to this side. So I get 10 is equal to 2y plus 3. Subtracting 3 on both sides, I get 7 is equal to 2y. Dividing both sides by 2 follows that y is equal to 7 halves, or equivalent, or 3.5, or 3.5. Right, guys, last question for today's video, okay? Solve 2y plus 17 is equal to 6y plus 5. Bring the 2y over to this side, so subtract 2y on both sides. I get 17 is equal to 4y plus 5. Subtracting 5 on both sides gives me that 12 is equal to 4y. Dividing both sides by 4 gives me that 3 is equal to y, or y is equal to 3. Okay, so it should be a y there, guys, sorry. So it should be a y there. Okay, so dividing both sides by 4 gives me that. That is my answer for that question, okay? And that is the end of the video for solving equations, okay? So like some of these get a bit trickier where it involves 2 or 3 step equations or expanding brackets, okay? I hope that made sense, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said at the start, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it with your friends, and click that bell icon to turn on post notifications so you guys don't miss out on my regular uploads, okay, for GCSE and A-level maths. And please, guys, share this video and spread this video, and share it with your friends and family, or anyone that might find my videos useful and this channel useful. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you soon, guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope everyone's doing okay. See you later, guys.